Yeah.
So when did you start demoing? When did all that start then?
Yeah, I had to look that up when I saw your questions the other day. I released the very first video 4 years ago. So that would
Right.
be in 2017.
Right. Wow. So you're old
So
hat at it now. You're all experienced and
yeah, I'm getting there. I think I'm getting there.
yeah, good. And how, I'm going to be demoing pedals soon. So what advice would you give to me or anybody else that's going to start demoing pedals, and what the best things to do? Is there things that I should avoid?
Oh, there are so many things to talk about. I think when you're demoing something, you need to be as truthful to the thing you are demoing as possible, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with a guy the other night about the difference between reviewing and demoing, because to me that is not the same thing.
Right.
When I get a pedal like this in, I'm not doing a review, because if I was doing a review, I would be, I don't know, I would just plug it in and then say whatever I felt like the pedal was sounding, and that could be both good or bad. When you're demoing something, I think it's your job to get the most out of whatever you are demoing, to get it to sound the best.
Right.
It's not a question of lying to your audience and saying everything is a great product, because everything is not a great product, but you get the best out of whatever you're demoing. So the first advice, I think, would be to decide for yourself, are you reviewing or are you demoing?
Right. I'd never even considered there's a difference between the two, but there is, isn't there?
Yeah, I think there is. I think there's a big difference. So I don't know, then get things to look nice. Get a decent camera and get some lights and maybe set up a background and have a decent amp to record with, and all these things.
Yeah. Excellent.
And when that is said, I have seen lots of demos recorded on an iPhone, and they have just as many views as the more expensive demos.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know, it's, yeah.
Absolutely. So which effects builders, past and present, do you admire?
Well, I think there are a lot of Danish pedal builders that make some really fantastic stuff out there. We already had the Lunarstone guys, and we have G-Rex, and we have Carl Martin, and then we actually have a lot of very small builders, like one-man companies, just like Frank and the FFX stuff. And they make really, really fantastic things. The Norvang stuff, great stuff coming from Denmark, which is a relatively small country. I admire those one-man operations.
I do.
Yeah, they don't have to be from Denmark, but we do have a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think I have more admiration for those guys than if Boss releases a fantastic pedal, because they have millions of dollars in research, and I'm not saying it's easy, but it is easier for them to do something than it is for these small guys. So I'm really into these small guys, and I really want to help these guys by demoing their stuff.
I'm the same, as you know. I love a lot of the smaller indie. We all love pedals. We all love Boss. We all love Keeley. We all love JHS and all the bigger brands. But there is just something, the smaller independents give and provide.
Yeah.
Which, it's that uniqueness, I suppose. I mean, I've just asked Lucky from Demonic Machines to. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, and for me, one of the most iconic guitar sounds from the 90s was Adrian Utley's guitar on Glory Box by Portishead. It's just a great sounding fuzz, and he used a rat and he used a fuzz face. So I said to Lucky, I says, right, will you make? I'd love you to make me, please, a rat and fuzz face effect in one unit, and we can call it the Glory Box, which is going to be dedicated to the sounds created from that song. And Lucky's gone off, and he's all enthusiastic about it. And you know, what will come back is a great effect, and that's what you get from these smaller independent builders.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great thing.
Yeah, you can get these guys on the phone and like you say, hey, can you make me a whatever pedal, and usually they can do it.
Yeah,
I don't think you can call up the guys at Boss and say, can you make me a pedal?
no.
Well, you could try, but
it'll cost you an arm and a leg.
Yeah, unless you are Steve Vai or something like that.
Absolutely. Okay, so online gear demos, how important do you feel they are for guitarists and buying gear? And do you think there's a future for it sort of going forward, or?
Well, I would be nuts if I didn't say that I think it was important because I make gear demos. So yeah, I think it's a great way, especially for these small independent guys, to get their products out to the public. I mean, going back to like we talked about before with Boss or something of that magnitude, they have all the money in the world and they can make all the advertise they want in the world. But these small guys, they can't do that because they don't have the budget to do that. And that's where someone like me and all the other demo guys, they come into the picture.
Yeah.
So I think that we can get some kind of collaboration where we help each other.
Absolutely.
I get to make the demos, and they have a advertising product or whatever we want to call it that they can use to present to other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's definitely a future for this.
Yeah, me too. And it's really kind of where I'm trying to focus the fxpedalplanet is to, again, support and promote small independent builders.
Exactly. So. And I have to say that you are doing a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you. Well, we are certainly trying our best, that's for sure. So, and lastly, what sort of music are you listening to at the minute? Is it you're still listening to Guns N' Roses and Slash, or what are you listening to today?
Well, let's say that if I'm driving in my car and an old Guns N' Roses track comes on the radio, then the volume knob gets a little twist because I still love Guns N' Roses. But actually the latest music I listened to, and it was kind of funny that you should ask me this, is it's an American band called Liquid Tension Experiment. I don't know if you know that.
Liquid Tension.
It Liquid Tension Experience.
Right.
Yes, experience.
Okay. I'm going to write
it's John Petrucci from Dream Theater.
Oh, right.
And Michael, what's Jordan, the keyboard player from Dream Theater.
Oh, I'm not sure.
And it's Tony Levin on bass, and it's Mark Portnoy on drums.
Wow.
So it's kind of like a super group. And they have made, well, this is the third album. But the two first albums, they are 20 years old. So they just released. Yeah, you gotta check that out. It's insane. it's instrumental music played by these 4 absolutely crazy people that can play anything. So you should check that out. Liquid
Wow.
Tension Experience 3 is the new album. You should check out the old ones as well, because they are just as great. They're just 20 years old.
Yeah. It's
And you asked
again,
me what media I was listening to.
yeah.
Yeah, Spotify. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm a Spotify guy. You know, yeah. There's all sorts of stuff, isn't there? I was
Yeah.
we were clearing out some things in the house just a couple of weeks ago, and I fell across some of my old vinyls and stuff. And you know, vinyl's making a huge revival at the moment, and I've still got all my CDs.
Yeah.
And I can imagine in another 10 years' time, CDs will be making another huge revival, won't they? Because it's kind of like
probably
it's vinyls at the minute, and give it another 10 years, and
Yeah.
it'll be CDs, won't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, before we finish, you mentioned that Guns N' Roses, and you're sitting in the car and you turn the radio up when they come on. Which Guns N' Roses song makes you turn the music up the loudest?
Rocket Queen.
Rocket Queen.
Yeah.
Good stuff. That's a good song.
I think it's the final track on the Appetite for Destruction album.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's not a popular song. It's never been a single. They hardly ever play that song on the radio. But it's just, I think that's my favorite song from that album, Rocket Queen. And they actually played Rocket Queen when I saw them live. So that was fantastic.
Good stuff. Martin, thank you very much for joining us and giving us your time on a Sunday afternoon. It's really appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very, very glad that you wanted to see me on your show here. Appreciate that a million.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. You have a good week, and I'll catch up with you again sometime soon in fxpedalplanet.
Absolutely.
I'll see you soon.
Keep up the good work.
And yourself. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.